Up the stairs we go. Go on then, Popster.
Deck 4.
Deck 4.
Not that way, Poppy. Deck 4.
Come on, Pops. Yeah, you read.
Come on, come on up.
Go on, up you go. Come in. And we're
Struggling
moving.
a bit on the stairs.
Slipping.
Yeah.
There we go. Now we're off. We're here. Go on then, Pops. Probably be glad to get off. I think she'd be better in a crate. Pet lounge. There we go. Good job.
We might have lost our directions.
Oh. Great. History. Go.
At the roundabout, take the first exit to B3054.
Just about made it.
Is it here? It's car park here.
No, it's just here.
Arriving at River Road, on the right.
You need Mrs. Satnag, don't you?
No, not really.
I think that what's called the coaches ones are over the other side then.
Which side?
The side, opposite side to where we are. Because there's a motorhome and a van.
Where?
Camper. Can you see the motorhome over there?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll have to unhitch anyway. Let me get in there. Yeah, so we've unhitched the car. Motorhome's parked over there, done pay by phone. I think it was £5.30 for 3 hours 57 minutes. Why it's 57 minutes, I don't know. But we're going to have a little explore. Got a little map there. Station, where are we? We're here. We'll have a little look around Yarmouth, I think. It's supposed to be a model village somewhere. There's a castle. Yeah, we'll have a little look around. Poppy in the back. Not exactly the best day. Best day. Drizzly and foggy, I'd say. A little bit worried we're going to need a ticket for the car as well. Obviously the car came with the van's number plates. Where do we go here then?
Well, the town centre's over there.
Okay. I was going to look at the castle.
Which way's that?
I thought it was up there, but no, I'm going to go over here. So, on the edge of the thing there. Not sure how you get to it though. Yeah, it's quite a foggy day. Swing, not swing bridge.
Big bridge that opens.
Doesn't swing.
Yeah. One that obviously opens.
We've got three or so hours to kill anyway, so.
Since we've never been here, we don't know where we're going, do we?
No.
You looked at the map though, didn't you? But right, we've got Fort Victoria Country Park and attractions 150 yards ahead.
Yeah, we'll go down there for a start then. Since I've got white van man behind me. They're everywhere, aren't they? So we ought to do a little research now we've got out of the car park.
We haven't sort of stopped, have we?
No.
That's the trouble.
Well, we arrived at the ferry and he said, right, get on the ship.
That's right.
Whoop, right,
yep.
whoop.
And we've had a busy sort of 4 or 5 days, quite a bit of travelling.
Yeah, we've gone from baking hot weather, wearing coats.
Now this
Park
is
3.
Fort Victoria Country Park.
Holiday apartments.
Well, this will be Fort Victoria, won't it?
Okay.
Got a museum.
Museum and planetarium. Well, probably way
And
too
a
early.
huge puddle.
Giant puddle, we don't know what's in it, do we?
No.
It's a reptilarium.
We've got a few vans down here.
Gun casemate. Arches are the original emplacements or casements in which the fort's artillery was installed. Between them, the 21 casements housed 10 68-pounders and 11 and 10-inch guns. The fort was armed with between 1855 and 1876. Typical muzzle loading smoothbore. The lower section of the mountain slide was rotated and curved rails in the floor to aim the gun left and right. Upper section of the carriage held the gun and enabled its elevation.
Well, I started reading that,
All right.
and it was used as a fort.
To defend the Needles passage.
Yeah.
It said it was soon rendered obsolete, but when a new invasion threatened in 1859, they approved a massive defence scheme that included 5 new forts around West Highland. It's not easy to say. But within 10 years of its construction, Fort Victoria had been replaced and was no longer needed as a coastal battery. It was used as a base for searchlight experiments, submarine mining depot, and throughout the First World War it was garrisoned by Royal Engineers who manned the searchlights. In the Second World War it was initially used as a training station, then became a base for Army water transport units. Oh, so it's had quite a
Closed in
history,
1962, yeah.
Yeah. Let's have a look out the water. Oh. There's a plane up there somewhere. There's some land out there somewhere. Oh, Popster, what have you done to your weather? Hey, babes. Longest history of coastal defence on the Isle of Wight since the early 16th century. Fortifications here have guarded the narrow Needles Passage, back door to the Southland, key to the defence of Portsmouth and Southampton for centuries. Can't really get any closer to the big puddle here, but Sconce Point was the ideal location for a fort to defend the southern side of the Needles Passage. There we are, over there somewhere. Go on, go for a little walk then, Pops. Eh? You ain't had a walk today, have you?
A cafe here, I think.
Hmm?
There's a cafe here, but it's not very open.
Not much open at this time of the morning.
It's still the middle of the night.
We were up at 5 this morning. I think you woke up, didn't you? And then
Well, it was the
everyone was up.
rain.
The rain was battering down.
Yeah. I heard thunder and lightning as well.
In 300 yards, take the first exit from the roundabout and follow the A3054. In 160 yards, turn left onto St James Street.
It's the van.
Now turn left. In 170 yards, turn left into your designated road, Key Street.
Okay.
Right.
Joe didn't bring the van down here. Some parking down here. That's all right. There's the harbour as well, isn't there, to explore. Pier Street.
Now turn left.
Might even find a cafe open. Some 1 hour parking here.
She hasn't got any of her spots, you know, further down.
No, that's not
Patches.
Tara.
No.
No.
It's cute though.
A Bugle coaching in. Let's have a little wander around. Yarmouth Castle Walk down here. It's Yarmouth Pier as well. Grade 2 listed structure from 1876.
Right.
A very nice cappuccino in the, what was it called? PO41 Coffee House. Well, we've lost the, got back to the ferry, lost the signs for the castle. Let's have a look here. It's behind the ferry terminal.
I must have to go up one of the side streets then.
Yeah. 18 is Castle Lane. There's a clue. Missed it, we're hidden by the van. Yarmouth Castle. Oh, good. Don't open till 11.
Doesn't open till 11. Oh, do it another day
There's the
then.
castle. They're doing well here so far. Don't open till 11, Pops.
Dogs allowed though, Poppy.
Dogs allowed. We'll have to be leaving by 11 to get to the...
Oh no.
I suppose we'd have to rush to the campsite, do we?
Well,
really,
we'd have to get more parking, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
No, we'd better come back.
Yeah. At least with having the car, we can sort of nip around, so...
Yeah, that's right.
Let's have a look what's down here. Yeah, another cafe here. And here's the pier. So let's go and have a walk down the pier. Here's the pier.
Quite a long one.
Yeah?
To pay £1.
Oh, right, okay. Built as a deep water terminal for the London and South Western Railway Company paddle steamers.
So that's going back again.
Yeah, that's the ferry we came in on.
It's now turned round and going back again.
Yeah, it's now 8:45, so that would have been... No, I can't.
No.
I can't think that one through. We were supposed to be on the 8:15 ferry. I think we got on the 7:15 ferry.
I think we must have done.
Yeah. Load of names along here. I'm just sort of looking at it. Loads of names. Ah. Yeah. All right, Pops.
We were sitting up in that lounge, weren't we?
Yeah, we were in the front lounge. Yeah, we're off again now. Okay.
Go on then, babe.
Here, warden on patrol. You walk to the end?
Yep.
And still these names go on. Loads of names. We're thinking it must be the people who contributed to, I don't know, maintenance of the pier or...
Mind you, some of these people, it's got like 1890 to 1973.
Okay, well it might be when they did all this.
Yeah, true.
Here's the end of the pier.
I think you might tell us over there. On this big sign.
Built, yeah. 553 planks in the walkway and a further 70 planks on the pier head, all of which have been sponsored. Names of further sponsors are given on the plaques in the pier roundhouse. This is the last remaining all-wooden operational pier in the British Isles. The piles and cross bracings are made of Guyan greenheart with barleur used for the planking. And the toll requested at the pier entrance helps to maintain the pier for future generations. Oh well, there you go.
I thought it was something like that.
Last wooden pier.
Yeah.
The square. Okay.
1763.
1763. 17th century guest house. Barbers, old books down there. Lovely old church there as well. What am I going to call this house? Another little church tucked away here. The old church, private residence. Wow, imagine living in there. Yes, it's welcome to the originally walled part of the ancient town of Yarmouth. Founded by Baldwin de Revers, Lord of the Isle of Wight, granted the first charter in AD 1135, and here enters St James Street, passes through the site of one of the four gateways into medieval, Tudor and Stuart Yarmouth, the Hither Gate. Okay, so that's obviously where the wall went.
Yeah.
And back there's the car park. Rather nice yacht in the harbour.
Look at that puppy.
A bit worrying, isn't it, Base?
No, she's not bothered.
Over 22,000 visiting yachts every year visit this harbour. Quite amazing. Quite like Lucky Ash over there. So this is the Gribble seat. It was created by a local artist, Eccleston George, using reclaimed materials such as old scrap metal, local newspapers and bricks and paving slabs. And the seats were carved by local people's bums. The Gribble seat. I'm in the Gribble seat. Yeah, and if you look carefully, you can see a bit of the pier that the Gribble's eaten. It's lost an antenna.
Yeah, hasn't he?
Going into the castle, there's quite a nice, what is it, mosaic?
Yeah. The
Sort of
history.
Mosaic history.
So the town hall rebuilt. We went past that, didn't we?
Huh. Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like a bit wearing off though. But they haven't sort of carved it, isn't it? The writing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yarmouth Castle. There we go. From Yarmouth Castle. More than 3 centuries, it's guarded the Isle of Wight and the Southland against foreign invasion. Begun in 1847.
1547.
Yarmouth Castle was begun in 1547, the year in which King Henry VIII died, fearing a French invasion. Okay. It's on three levels. Okay. The latest of Henry VIII's coastal forts began after a French raid in 1545, in service by 1547. Arrow-headed bastion represents a new departure in fortifications, modified in 1560. The fort was garrisoned until 1885. Which way do we go?
Where it says emissions and shop.
No fish. Must be a fish harbour somewhere. So a lot of this is indoors, he said.
Yeah.
Just explore at will. Probably ought to let Poppy choose, shouldn't we? What we've got here is the hall and parlour of the master gunner's house around 1560. Ooh, look at that. Hey, Pops, there's a pig on the table.
So this is sort of Tudor period then, isn't it?
Yeah.
1560.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it was built in
47,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go on then, Pops, you take us on the tour then. Go on.
God, there's a kitchen in here.
Kitchen,
there.
Poppy. Come on, that's where
Go
the
on.
food is. Hey, have a look. Some lamb here, Pops. You like lamb, don't you? Covered with straw, very dangerous by reason of sparks of fire that fly from the ordnance. Yes, so we've got the gunpowder in here,
And the kitchen.
in the kitchen.
Yeah. And with a fire. Yeah.
And a fire, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't think that'd pass health and safety, would it?
I'm quite sure what this is. It says
A moat.
a moat, yeah.
Yeah. Kitchen with cover moat by light guns. Okay.
There's a gun there.
So when you finish cooking your lamb, man the guns.
Man the guns.
Go on then, up you go.
Do you want to go first? Because otherwise...
Hold that then. Go on then, Pops, go. The wooden staircase. Go on then. We're going in here first then. Okay. In its day, it was one of the most innovative military buildings in England. Most of its firepower was directed out to sea, yet the castle and guns were vulnerable to attack by land if an enemy landed elsewhere. It was surrounded by a moat to the south and east and provided with only one entrance. Okay, makes
This is
sense.
probably where we came in.
Yeah,
So you could fire an arrow out there then.
yeah, not at the moment.
Trees
can't.
in the way.
And that's presumably would have been what the view was. Yeah. Go on then, Pop.
That appears to be the toilet.
That's the latrine, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the fireplace. Right, next, Poppy.
There's a room to your right, Poppy.
Poppy. Come on. There, come on. All right. Now, Connect 4. Ancient medieval game. Yeah, Pops, you going to put something on? I think that one will do you, won't it?
Well, that little tiny thing.
Yeah.
I'll put a hat. You can put a hat on. Hey, you knocked all the skittles over.
Poppy.
It's a bit small for you, I think.
It is a bit, isn't it? No, it
No.
appears to be it.
Hey,
She got bored with that. Right, back outdoors. Still on Poppy's tour. Ooh. Nice little garden there. Yeah, that's a pub or something.
Yeah, I think that's part of that pub.
Okay.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Wait. Disappeared. Ooh. The rails for traversing carriages, 19th century guns. Well, you can see what a view they would have had. Yeah, the ferry going out. Nice little yacht. There's the pier we walked on.
Yeah.
Actually, from the pier, you don't really notice it here. It looks just like, you know, another building here, apart from the fact that they've got the guns here.
Oh.
Well, you can see where the ferry goes over there. So we're going over here now. A view of the harbour. It's an exhibition that tells the story of the castle, the town, and the Yarmouth Roads shipwrecks. Okay. Place strongly situated and necessary to be refortified. New forts such as Yarmouth Castle are usually sited to protect natural harbours and anchorages to safeguard ships and repel foreign vessels. They were strategically placed to perform a number of roles, along with the forts at Sharpennode, later renamed Carey's Sconce, and Worsley's Tower on the island, and Hurst Castle on the mainland. It threatened enemy ships as they entered the western Solent. Particularly important as the Needles Passage formed one of two approaches into the harbour of Portsmouth, at Portsmouth, where Henry's fleet had an anchorage.
And the Mary Rose, wasn't it, at Portsmouth?
Yeah. It's a focal point for Henry's defence programme. Portsmouth was an important naval anchorage. Please do not stand on the glass. Obviously some sort of carving in there, in the rock. I don't understand what that is. Okay. These were his defence forts. So they've got, yeah, we've seen Pendennis, haven't we?
Yeah.
That's Hurst Castle.
Deal we've been to at one
We've been
time.
to Deal and
Yeah.
St Mawes.
Yeah.
The two were opposite each other, weren't they? Cornwall. All in doubtful places, his hygiene caused diverse and many bulwarks and fortifications to be made. Before the English could gather any number to fight, the French would take such a footing that it would not be easy afterwards to remove them. Established through fear of land attack. On 19th of July, 1545, while Henry was at Portsmouth on his flagship Great Harry, a French invasion fleet sailed into the Solent. Rather than attacking the naval dockyard, the French withdrew and landed on the southwest of the Isle of Wight. Within days, a local militia had driven them away, but the weakness of the island's defences had been exposed. This fortress is begun very large and not half finished, and to finish it, according to the plot, begun will be very costly. And that's a reconstruction of it there. The reused stone, it said fine medieval sculptor's stone under the floor of the long room, probably originally from a monastery or church, possibly Quart Abbey, thought to be reused twice, once at Sandown and later at Yarmouth.
So that's what's in the floor over there?
That's in the floor
over
there,
yeah.
Original design, in the 16th and 17th century, original design was abandoned and it was converted into the fortress we see today. says a little after, as 12 years after the castle began, commissioners reported to Queen Elizabeth that Yarmouth Castle could not be finished as planned. A solution adopted by Richard Worsley, captain of the Isle of Wight, was to lower the outer walls and use some of the rubble to make a large earth platform for guns facing towards the sea. The castle never had a large garrison, but they did have some accommodation. Okay. Yarmouth Castle since the 18th century. Useless as it may be for military purposes, we should be sorry to lose it for the sake of its historical reminiscences and associations. Huh. Go on, Pop. Population today is very similar to that in the late 19th and 20th century. Greater mobility changed pace and organisation of Yarmouth drastically. 800 people live in Yarmouth today and there's 530 households. Well, a fifth of these are second or holiday homes. From the original 2 households belonging to Saxons, Aluric and Wislac in 991. About the school. And some stories about the town. Some of the old pictures here. Yarmouth football team in 1922. It says as though it's not obvious from their expressions that they're celebrating victory in the local league.
100 years ago,
Yeah,
isn't it?
over 100.
Over 100, 101.
Yeah. Objects to handle here, perhaps. Ooh. Oh, God. Didn't realise we were going to come off.
Little plate,
Plates.
a jug,
I'll lift it out.
a bit battered.
Yeah.
What's that?
Rubber stamp for
No, is it for a
candle
candle?
holder.
It's a candle
Candle holder.
holder.
4 candles.
That's
Drinking mug.
Drinking mug.
Don't wreck the Tudor objects.
Yeah, yes, it's a mug. First lifeboats in the Isle of Wight were established in 1869, and that's a picture of one in 1925. And look at the number of
Had
horses.
to launch it with 10 horses.
Yeah, that's a lifeboat crew.
It says the response time nowadays is just 7 minutes.
Yeah,
Current lifeboat costs £1.8 million to build. Been out there, Pops, haven't we? Come on, so that's stuff in a glass cabinet here.
Southland. We work with the Hampshire and White Trust of Maritime Archaeology to protect a wreck.
Oh, these are from the wrecks.
The vessel is marked by a boy.
Pewter plates.
You can see from this room.
Italian pottery.
It is thought that the
Stone
Yarmouth
shot.
wreck was a Spanish trading vessel called the Santa Lucia.
Santa Lucia.
Often, shipwrecks are identified by their finds. The Royal Anne Galley, which sank in 17...
Yarmouth Road wreck.
identified by the captain's crest on some of the objects.
So from the window to on your left, you can see a bright yellow buoy that marks a designated wreck. I can't see anything there. But she lies 300 metres from the shore at a depth of 5 metres. The remains of a late 16th or 17th century merchant vessel of Spanish origin. It's thought that it was a Santa Lucia lost in 1567 carrying wool to Flanders. The seas around the Isle of Wight have been and still are amongst the busiest stretches of water. Suffered a correspondingly high number of shipwrecks. There are over 90 named wrecks within 3 miles of Yarmouth Castle.
Wrecks deepen our understanding of the past. We must protect our maritime heritage.
weather's starting to improve now. Comes the ferry again. Actually see out to across the way now. No, it was all right there, wasn't it?
Yeah, so look round, yeah. Poppy,
Oh, come out of there. You always have to keep an eye on what Bobby's up to.
I know. Very distracting sometimes.